my commission. Block her with espresso. Rah, rah, rah. Alrighty. Hi, guys. How are y'all? How are we doing today? What are we doing today? What are we doing today? A lot of y'all keep asking, what's my skincare routine? Look down below and you will see it. I just uploaded my skincare routine like a couple of months ago. It's a shame. It's a damn shame that y'all motherfuckers only want to hear my mess, only want to hear my story times. It should not be several of y'all asking me for my skincare routine. It's on my channel. That means that you guys just turn a blind eye to all my other videos. As soon as you see an S, you open your eyes. Open your eyes for all my videos. Crazy. I ain't gonna lie, I know my story times go hard. I'll be watching my story times and I'll be like, damn, I'm low-key funny. But okay, let me stop rambling, because I know there's some, you know, anal ass people in the comments that would not like me rambling, and I really do need to get with it. This is an Unpopular Opinions. Y'all been asking for it. I don't know why y'all want to know my opinion, but I'm ready to give you guys my opinions. I got some wine, and yes, it's in a motherfucking red cup, because I ain't classy yet to even have a wine cup. Ah! And I got some Unpopular Opinions for y'all. You guys see the title, so you guys know I'm going to talk about Kevin Samuels, but Kevin Samuels will get talked about last. So I will promise y'all, I usually always say, oh, I'm going to give you guys a timestamp, and I never do. But in the description box, you guys will see a timestamp if you just want to hear about Kevin Samuels. I honestly feel like y'all should not do that. Like, that is so fucking rude. It's like, let me put it to y'all like this. When y'all cut to the video, it's like taking my check and cutting it in half. Why do you want my check to cut in half? I thought you guys liked me. Please just watch the video. You're going to like it. Okay, let's get into it. This is my first unpopular opinion. My first unpopular opinion is Ari Fletcher is a genius. Let's get into it. A lot of people dislike Ari, and I'm one of them. I don't hate her. Like, I do not hate Ari, but Ari just sometimes does too much. Ari kind of reminds me of me back when I was in high school. I always had to overcompensate myself. Basically, people would pick at me and I will fight back, but like the fight back that I will fight back will be way too much, to the point where the people who did not pick on me automatically think I'm the threat because of how loud I was, because of how much I fought back, and they were not able to see the people that originally bullied me to get me to that level. And that is what Ari reminds me of. Sometimes when Ari complains about G Herbo, and I don't know if y'all see what they were calling that bitch Tiana, what were they calling her? Some girl called her Tuna. Yeah, let's keep it a buck. In a beautiful world, and if this situation with the whole G Herbo cheating on Ari with Tiana and leaving Ari for Tiana, in a beautiful world, if this was the same story with Jay-Z and Beyonce, Jay-Z will be getting crucified, nailed to the cross. Everybody, Beyonce's beehive will come and stink his ass. But do you guys not notice how this girl was supposed to get what she was supposed to get, like a Queen Naja? Like when Chris had cheated on Queen, everyone was praising and uplifting her. Ari got a totally opposite effect. Everyone was saying, good, I would have cheated on her too. Oh, back to what I'm saying, because I'm trying to bring it back in. Because of Ari's actions and because of the way Ari behaves, the community automatically dislikes her. So anytime she has an issue with G Herbo, Tiana, or any of them, they automatically choose G Herbo's side. Even after, let's keep it a buck, if it happens to someone, if this story happened to someone like Beyonce and them, we would not be sitting here taking Jay-Z's side. But because Ari is a dislikable person, they're gonna automatically take G Herbo and Tiana's side. I'm not saying that people don't be in G Herbo in them comments arguing and stuff, taking Ari's side, but those are most likely Ari's fans. You get what I mean? This is the reason why I'm saying that Ari's a genius. Ari is a genius because which other rapper's baby mama do you see get this much press other than her? Jada Waiter ain't getting pressed like that unless Lil Baby is cheating or unless she decided to text somebody after 10 years. I mean, let's even talk about that. When Jada, I was so happy that Jada texted Lil Baby, but at the same time, I'm like, that's all you did? After years of this imbecile cheating on you, having sex with porn stars, having porn stars make fun of you, people saying they see why he cheated. You went to go text someone on your phone and say, ha ha ha. It's kind of like when you are getting a story of, it's kind of like when you're getting a sex story from your virgin friend. And you know that it stops at we touched or we kissed. Like, come on, man. Stop telling me this story like you're a virgin. I know nothing much happened. That's how I kind of feel about Jada. Like, out of all the years of Lil Baby cheating on you, you went to go text somebody back as revenge. I hope you did more than that, Sha. I hope you did more than that. I'm getting off topic. There is no other rapper's baby mama that is popping like how Ari is popping. If you guys could name me one in the comments, we could dispute it. The reason why Ari popping like how she popping is because social media likes negativity. If Ari was doing a lot in the press, being positive, Ari would not be popping like that. Because Ari is always in some type of controversy from her tweets, from her posts, from her YouTube videos, or from just lashing out at Tuna and them when shit don't go her way, or for your son doing this in the club. Ari is there doing this, and your son is going, what's wrong with Ari, bro? All jokes aside, like, what the fuck is wrong with Ari? Like, y'all think Ari didn't know she was gonna get backlash from that club scene? Ari knows what she's doing. And if you guys see, she came back in the live and she said that she rented out a club and I guess they were the only ones in the club. So and look at that. She already knew that we were gonna get mad at her. We get mad at Ari for breathing at this point. Ari's a freaking genius. Ari's a genius. She knows what she's doing. She doesn't have no jobs to work for other than Instagram and, you know, sponsorship videos. They're going to continue to pay her. She doesn't have to worry about losing like a big corporate job. That's the reason why she does the tomfoolery that she does and keeps it pushing, because she knows it's not getting in the way of her bag. Now, I know some of you guys might dispute that Fenty had dropped her from the label when she was making fun of domestic violence, but I think, come on, Ari has done way more in the past. You know, this is somebody who lied about getting a BBL. Why is Ari still not losing more bags than just the bag that she lost in Fenty? Ari's a genius. I explained it to you, Sha. Don't think that Ari's dumb. If y'all don't get it, then I don't know what to tell you. My second unpopular opinion, let's drink up to that. Euphoria was not that bad. So the reason why I say that Euphoria was not that bad is because a lot of people had an issue with Euphoria, and a lot of people had an issue with the fact that high school kids were so sexual and they were smoking and they were drinking. It was some pedophilia. It was some dealing with sexual orientation in Euphoria. But you guys are sitting here saying that y'all don't like how they're putting those type of scripts on people who are supposed to be kids in high school. What do y'all not understand that some of us went through that in high school? Like, come on, we went through all of that. We went through teachers messing with students, so that's still kind of considered pedophilia. We went through guys being gay and not knowing their sexuality. We went through drugs. We went through alcohol. We went through the scene where cats started doing pornography online. We went through that when girls were getting exposed at school. We went through raping. We went through a lot during high school. Did y'all forget? I mean, I know high school just, and we were saying, people, pass your tassel to the right. I know we graduated quick, but did y'all not forget everything that happened in high school? And the thing is, even if it didn't happen at your high school, it happened in a lot more high schools than not high schools. So when people sit up here and say that Euphoria is a bad misrepresentation of teenagers, it's really not. This is what we endured. This is how it was. The guy who wrote Euphoria is a damn genius. But let me get into what I have to say, because he's not a genius in the end. And I'm not gonna sit up here and tell the story because I know some people have not watched Euphoria, and I hate when people spoil it for me. But for the people who have watched Euphoria to the very end, the scene with Maddie and Cassie fighting took me out. Because the way these people ran through this school, I thought that they were in the White House. They were running through this school, running through this school, running through the school. Cassie said, ah! Maddie said, you stupid. fucking bitch, I'm gonna kill you. From a different scene, but y'all know what I mean. And they don't even show the scene of them fighting. Then in the next clip, they're sitting in the restroom and this bitch Cassie is doing this. Or is it Maddie? Go on. You guys know the scene? She's there playing with her damn feet. And Maddie, I think Maddie broke a nail and I think Cassie had a bloody nose. Cassie was sitting there like this in the thing. Cassie, clean your nose. You're on camera. Clean your fucking nose. You're on camera. I'm not taking it off till I'm done talking about Euphoria and I'm about to speed it up. That scene was one of the worst acting scenes ever. Like, you mean to tell me we waited till the very end for this bullshit? If y'all were gonna have them chasing each other all over the school, why couldn't y'all show us a scene of them fighting? It'll make y'all believe that they'll be in the restroom sitting with each other and staring at each other after the fight. Where have you seen a fight like that? Stam Liebesting or whatever your name is, because I know you're the one who created this script. Towards the ending of Euphoria, that the acting was phenomenal from the actors, but the storyline was so lackluster. We just gonna leave it at that, because my original unpopular opinion was that Euphoria is not bad, and I'm now talking about the the show itself. Include blood. Hey, come on. Hey, come on. Her opinion is the reason why we do not fully lose weight is because we only work out for the summertime. What do you guys always hear? Hot girl summer. Only work out for the summertime. By the time August come, people are there pigging out like animals in Bahamas. Animals in the zoo, animals in fucking East Africa. They're pigging out like animals over there. Christmas come around. Thanksgiving. Some motherfuckers even try to say Halloween is a holiday too, for you to be there eating candy like a cow. Then December 31st comes and you want to run to that church and say, my New Year's resolution is that I'm going to lose weight. And so for January, you're working out like an animal thinking that you're gonna lose 50 pounds. After you've already made 50 pounds, like it took you damn near fucking 10 years to gain 50 pounds, unless you're just a different breed around here and it's gaining more. You thinking you're gonna lose a lot of weight in January. January comes, you still look the same. February ends and comes, you still look the same. By March, you want to give up. But then all these gym girls from social media is running and saying, 101 days till summer, ladies. So you're there, you're working out, you're like, oh yeah, you're right about that. And some of y'all don't give up. Some of us do. And some of us don't give up because they want to look good for the summer, right? So by the time June has approached, you've already lost a substantial amount of weight because you started this shit back in January. Summer comes, you still stay fit through summer because you try to maintain that body. And y'all know how quick, if you work out, you know how quick you lose gains. By the time August comes, everybody's back inside really. There's not parties as much. People of adults try to make it look like summertime is not still considered summer. I be seeing people tweet stuff like, we're not in high school no more. There's no summer for us. You shut up. I'll go to way more parties in the summer than I do when it's just regular season and we're not in high school no more. Summer is summer. Like, it's a reason why they separated summer, fall, spring, and winter. A season is a season type shit. Like, that's just like asinine to me that y'all would even think that just because we're not in high school no more, summer is not summer for adults. Yes, the hell it is. It's a lot more parties. It's hot as hell. It's summer. The sun is out, so God call it summer. Fuck. Y'all do that. Y'all maintain your weights. Y'all maintain your bodies. But then by the time August comes, y'all decide that y'all don't want to do it again. And it's just a recycling battle. It's a recycling battle. It's a recycling battle that happens every year. Now, some people, on the other hand, they've learned how to maintain their weight, and that is so good. You have so much discipline. But majority of us end up in this same weight loss battle. We gain some weight, we lose some weight. We gain some weight, we lose some weight. And that is the reason why people never really lose weight. Because people are not working out for a healthy lifestyle. People are working out for a quick summer fix. It's as simple as that. But, and even sometimes, the funny fact about the whole situation is, in the summertime, you're more likely to drink alcohol. You're more likely to be at summer barbecues. There's 4th of July. You know, all these different type of celebrations. A lot of people really start gaining their weight in the summertime, but they still think because they're working out at the gym that they're not gaining their weight. But like I said, weight piles up as slowly as possible. Weight piles up slowly. And then by the time they get to August, they give up on the gym, because the more unhealthy you eat, the more your body does not want to work out. The more your body doesn't feel like it needs to work out, because I feel a difference when I eat healthy versus when I eat junk food or fast food. Like my body feels like it doesn't want to do nothing. So by the time August approached, that's when people start canceling their membership or just letting that bitch run the checkup. That's when people start gaining weight. The summer. But they sit there and say, I was so good from January to August. And then I just, no, honey. Talk about the times where you just started eating a damn fool because it was the summer. If you guys don't understand my analogy, I don't know what to tell you. My next unpopular opinion is nice people do win in the end. Never change who you are for people. A lot of the times I've been seeing people say, I'm no longer going to be the nice person. Being the nice person has gotten me nowhere. Sis, you're trying to sugarcoat nice for gullible. I don't care what nobody says. Whenever, 9 times out of 10, when most people say being the nice person gets me nowhere, and it's a girl saying that, they mean that with guys. Like, you got to be mean to guys, you got to be toxic to guys, because at the end of the day, guys are like, they take advantage of your niceness. But at the end of the day, majority of these guys, they make one mistake, and because you guys are nice, y'all give them another chance. That's not nice, that's gullible. So many boundaries that need to be set when talking to a guy, and I've had to mentally start learning that like a year ago. I just started really, not even a year ago, like in October, it just clicked to me, like I have to set boundaries, and if those boundaries are crossed, I'm no longer messing with you, because it's like you don't respect me, and I need to make sure I tell these guys my boundaries. If you have boundaries, you would not even have the chance to be nice, because as soon as somebody do something to you that you do not like, you will get rid of them. And it's not mean if you get rid of them, because you do it with class and you do it with elegance. So whenever people say nice people finish last, no, my friend, gullible people finish last. Don't change who you are just because one human being came and, you know, basically like betrayed you. Because in due time, God is going to reward you in the end, and they're going to get their karma. I know some people get very upset when I talk about God, but let me tell you something. If you want to unsubscribe, I'm ready to go to war behind it. Don't want me talking about God? This is not the channel for you. I play a lot. I know I joke a lot. I know I still have a lot of fixing up to do in my spiritual journey, but that's my God. I do not bother nobody when they go on Ramadan. A lot of you motherfuckers be talking to people that go to Ramadan and be like, oh, I can't call my friend today, it's Ramadan. I don't hear nothing about, oh, I don't even know. Yeah, nah, ain't no such thing as Muslims. This is and that. And I'm not gonna sit up here and act like Christians don't do that, because we do that. But a lot of you guys do not bother God as much as, y'all don't bother these other religions such as Buddha and everything as much as y'all bother God. If you do not want me talking about God on this channel, get the hell off the channel. I'm ready to go war behind my father. That's my creator. He made me. He is who I am today. And if you are not spiritual and you can't understand that, or if you're not spiritual in the Christian aspect, I do understand you. I'm not telling y'all to convert. But all I'm saying is I will talk about God here and there on this channel. He's my creator. He's why I'm here today. And I hope a lot of you guys understand what I'm saying. God will help you in due time. So when somebody does something bad to you, do not see it as this is the reason why I need to stop being nice. Just see it as God bless them. Or even if you're not a Christian and you believe in the universe and everything, believe that they're gonna get theirs one day, period. My next unpopular opinion is NBA Youngboy is single-handedly ruining his career. Every other month, NBA Youngboy comes to this radio or even on this phone or on this video, and he always is mad. He be squinting his face like a baby. Like, NBA Youngboy is single-handedly ruining his career with these two things, his mouth. And I really don't even understand why his label have not gotten a hold of him and told him, hey, you cannot post this, hey, don't do that, hey, don't do that. But at the end of the day, what a lot of people don't understand, because I always hear people say, why couldn't their labels tell them that that was inappropriate? These labels work for them. You get what I mean? So you can tell somebody, hey, I think that what you're about to do is inappropriate, but if this person decides that they want to do it and you work for them, why would you go against them? That's the reason why you guys always see Cardi B on the Shade Room for arguing, or for blacking out, or for saying that she hopes people dies, and then people are always saying, where's her team? Where's her team? They're right beside her. They work for Cardi B. They don't have that much power over her. She don't really work for them like that. Yes, she works for them, but they work for her financially. You get what I mean? So when people sit up here and these celebrities go on the internet and they start talking anyhow, and they start sometimes even saying fuck these fans and I don't give a fuck and this and that and blah blah blah, it really makes fans have a dislike for you. And that's the reason why a lot of people dislike Cardi B. But the reason is, you cannot ruin a career like Cardi B. Cardi B did the unthinkable. Cardi B was one of the first love and hip-hop stars to make it mainstream famous. Call it what it is. Do not call nobody else's name out. Yes, we knew Stevie J back in the 90s, but everybody know Cardi B. You go to even Guatemala, people will say, yeah, it's the Cardi B. Go to Africa, you know Cardi B. You go to Russia, you know Cardi B. Cardi B did the unthinkable. That's the reason why her career can't be ruined. Youngboy, on the other hand, he just gave a lot of hood niggas some good music to listen to. Let's call it what it is. He's not mainstream. Youngboy has a big ass following, but not in different countries. You get what I mean? Youngboy is ruining his career because every time he gets on the internet and he complains and he talks anyhow, it makes people dislike him more and more and more. And pretty soon, even some of Youngboy's fans are gonna leave him alone, because Youngboy gonna end up cursing out his fans if he hasn't already. I'm pretty sure he has. He's gonna start losing fans. Another thing is, Youngboy is on probation and he's on house arrest. Youngboy don't really go to shows because he can't leave the house. A lot of those rappers make their money from shows. A lot of the times when you don't go to shows frequently as a rapper or as an artist, fans kind of sometimes forget about you, because yes, we can stream your music, we can listen to it, but those shows is what put bread in your pocket and recognition in your pockets. That's why when these celebrities go on tour, people always show a clip of something funny they did on tour on social media, and it skyrockets, you know. With Youngboy not even having the chance to go on tour and make his money, he has his phone, he has his device, he has social media. Social media is supposed to be the platform where Youngboy is actually really, you know, being positive and stuff like that. But he chooses social media to get on the camera every day and say, you talking about my wife? You talking about my wife? I'm my wife. I'm my wife. And I know some people may sit up here and say, well, Youngboy's mad at Atlantic because Atlantic, basically, he signed a bad deal. But Youngboy signed a bad deal. Nobody held the gun to your head. And I know that sounds very like I don't care, but at the same time, we need to start teaching our young black men to really lawyer up when they're about to make it, so their lawyers can read through that contract from the front to the back to make sure that they are not getting played. He signed a bad deal. We didn't sign his bad deal. And even with Youngboy signing a bad deal and missing out on some money, Youngboy still has a good amount of following, and I'm pretty sure Youngboy still has a substantial amount of M's in that bank account. And it goes back to what I said about him not being able to go on tour. Because if you guys don't know, Youngboy does not make no music from YouTube. All those streams that y'all be streaming for him, he makes no money. I meant to say money. I know I said music. He makes no money. If Youngboy was going on tour, do you think he'll be that upset about not making no money on YouTube to the point where he's sitting here telling his reactors that react to his channel not to stream? He's telling them not to stream because he is not happy with the fact that he doesn't get none of that money. He's telling them not to react to his shit because he's not happy with the fact that he does not get no money from that, which he's supposed to be getting money. And if you guys, a lot of you guys have this misconception of YouTube, but bro, you can make millions of dollars on YouTube, okay? But do you really think Youngboy, who's getting 38 million views, is supposed to be making? He's pissed about that. I understand that. But Youngboy has just done way too much other than this moment. The whole him and Yaya, him and Jania scandal, him beating up Jania. It just goes to show that You can take a boy out the hood, but you cannot take the hood out the boy. Young boy is ruining his career. Another opinion that I have, and I'm gonna just go over it briefly, is a lot of these YouTubers are lying about what they use to get their skin clear. I'm talking about them YouTubers like Jackie Ina, Arnell, Alyssa, and them. Guys, their skin be so clear, and I don't want to hear nothing about they have good camera quality. Hey, I do too. A lot of the cameras that I be seeing Arnell and Alyssa use, I have those cameras. Well, I only have one camera. I had two, but I broke it. But I have had those cameras before, you know. My skin is not looking clear like that. Something is going on that we do not know about, and they all live in LA. Somebody can't tell me that something's not going on. Even Aaliyah J, like, but even then, Aaliyah J's skin do be dry, so I could Aaliyah J's is a little better, but a lot of those people like Arnell, Alyssa, their skin is like skin made purely from God. Like God took his hands and just went like that on their skin. Their skin is so smooth, so beautiful, so clear. I never see a blemish in sight. They look good, they look dewy, they look wet. Their skin looks inviting. They're using something and they're not telling us. I would advise y'all not to go out and buy their products. You know how sometimes celebrities or influencers might advertise a skincare product. They're not using that. Because don't be there running to the internet to go buy it because you've seen their skin look good. They're just advertising something. Another thing, another unpopular opinion that I have is a lot of you guys always sit here and say, don't listen to YouTubers. Do not listen to YouTubers. They be lying for a check. They be lying for a check. And I'm not going to lie. We sometimes, not me, please. We sometimes do. I'm going to just say we because I'm a YouTuber. Let me give you guys a breakdown of what usually happens with these hair videos, right? And the reason why a YouTuber may lie for their check. Sometimes you do not make as much money on YouTube as you make as your sponsorships. Your sponsorships, you get to really kind of set the rates that you want to charge, and then you and a company can negotiate rates, right? So let's say a company hits you up, for instance, Ali Pearl. Ali Pearl hits you up, you guys start discussing the rates, you guys start discussing how much they will pay, how much they won't pay, and they send you out a wig. The wig, you're supposed to do an unboxing, you're supposed to do bleaching, you're supposed to sometimes pluck the knots. You're supposed to do a hair installation. In the beginning of the video, they want you to pose. At the end of the video, they want you to give a review, and they want you to sometimes do an unboxing. Throughout all those steps, you might run into something that you don't like, such as the hair might be tangled or the hair might shed a lot. A lot of these companies, if you tell them, oh, this hair sheds a lot, y'all, they'll get upset. They'll get upset, y'all. Like, they'll be like, delete that part, delete that part. So you end up deleting that part, and sometimes you even try to fight it with them. I'm not gonna lie to you, I've had times with companies where I said something like, the hair is thin, and they say, ma'am, take that off. I said, I'm not taking shit off. Like, and I was ready to stand 10 toes behind it. I said, I'm not taking nothing off. It's either you take the video or you don't take it. And you know what I do? I guilt trip them. I'll be like, it's gonna be your loss. Because you're not gonna, especially those story time videos where I be installing my wigs, it's gonna be their loss because they were supposed to get a lot of views from that. A lot of y'all, I heard, watch those videos and then go buy those wigs because y'all like, damn, the wig actually looks nice type shit. So it's either you're gonna follow my directions because you wanted to work with me, or you're gonna leave type shit. I don't care. But a lot of these YouTubers, they have bills to pay. I don't have bills. I don't pay bills right now. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. They have bills to pay. They have babies to feed. They have mouths to feed. It took a lot of money, time, and energy into making that video. They are not going to risk it all for that one little remark that they made in that video. They're gonna go back and they're gonna delete that part of the footage and bring it back to the channel because they need their money. So when you guys say that YouTubers are liars and stuff, I'm not saying they're not, but just understand why they might sometimes lie, which is not good, but just understand. And also, when y'all say don't believe YouTubers, they give good hair, they give the good hair to them, and they give us the bad hair, it's the truth. I've had some, not from all hair companies, but I've had some hair companies, and I'm not going to say no names, and if you guys want me to do a video on hair companies and where to buy from, let me know down below. I'll start doing it. I've had some hair companies where their wigs were really good, and then I went and I bought it on my own, and I was like, what the hell is this? They do sometimes do that, which is so out of line. But it all goes back into what I'm saying. Whenever you guys sit here and say do not believe YouTubers, it's not us that y'all need to not believe. Y'all don't need to believe Ali Perlin now. Now let's talk about this Kevin Samuels topic. The last unpopular opinion that I have is that Kevin Samuels was right about his message. The delivery was just not good, and it caused a lot of division between black women and black men. But in order for that to happen, this has to be something that is already implanted in our head. Now let me break it down, because I know some people are like, what are you talking about? Kevin Samuels, sometimes his message wasn't bad, because I would tune into Kevin Samuels' message sometimes, and a lot of these women that would tune in were very delusional. It's like somebody saying they want to win the lottery, but they never gamble. They never gamble for the lottery. They never go to the corner store to get their tickets, to get their numbers, but they keep saying they're gonna win the lottery one day. That's how some of these women sounded in these interviews. Kevin Samuels was talking about man when he first came to this platform. He was not talking about women. There was a clip that have recently leaked that said that he in the car said that if he was to talk about women, his social media would skyrocket, because a lot of men don't want to hear his message. So, and a lot of the times when an alpha man sometimes talk down on like men who are, let me just put it like this, if you look up to an alpha man, you're still a beta man. I don't care what nobody says. I know it's supposed to be some people in the comments argue with me. Do not argue with me, because you're looking up to someone. You're trying to become of his stature of level of where he's at, but you don't know how. You get what I mean? So when a lot of these men listen to these alpha men, and these alpha men are scolding them, a lot of these men do not do backlash like how women have had backlash of him calling women fat and ugly and stuff. A lot of these alpha men, they don't watch him because they don't want to hear the pure truth of why they're not an alpha man. So the reason why Kevin Samuels decided to start talking about women is because he knew that it was a good marketing tactic. Kevin Samuels came out in a time of quarantine. Social media was at an all-time high. Everybody was figuring out what's something new to watch, what's something new to watch on TV, what's something new to hear on the radio, what's something new to do on social media, what's something new. Kevin Samuels came out at a very good time. Like his fame came out at a good time. So he decided to continue on with the stupidity. A lot of the times you men are sitting in comments saying that he was just trying to help black women, but let's bring us back to when we were little kids. When we were little kids and we did something that we had no business doing and an adult yelled at us, it infuriated us, but after the infuriation, it made us upset, and sometimes we will want to rebel, because it's like, why did she have to scream at me like that, or why did I have to get punished like that? Even in adulthood, sometimes we can be arguing with our friends, and our friends might end up saying something that they don't have no business saying, and we turn around and we say, you know, you didn't need to talk to me like that. You could have gave me the message that you wanted to give me, but you didn't need to talk to me like that. It's the problem that black women have had. Kevin Samuels is very arrogant. Kevin Samuels was very rude. As soon as you say something or you deflect from what he wants you to reflect on, he mutes your mic so you can't talk. He mutes it back when he wants you to talk. If you don't answer his question on time, he mutes your mic. He wants to make sure that you have your dress size available. He wants to know how much you weigh. He wants to know how cute you think you are. And you better answer all of those on time. And don't dare say that you rate yourself a 7, because to him a 7 is something that most women want to keep it safe with, and men too. Do y'all not see the problem? This is not a job interview. He's supposed to be a consultant for people, a people's consultant, talking to you like that. What would you do if you pay for therapy sessions and your therapist was doing what he does to people? And I know some people about to be like, they got on their own will, they didn't pay this and that, da da da. But no, guys, just really think about it. What would you do if you go to therapy and your therapist is being rude to you like that? And you would not want to listen to them, and you would not like your therapist's message, and you might even report them and switch your therapist. You guys have to learn how to talk to people. That's the problem that we have. The thing that I wholeheartedly feel like God allowed this Kevin Samuels situation to happen, because I feel like black men and black women have low-key hated each other for years, but we just kept silent, because as far as we were concerned, as far as we was concerned, at the end of the day, we knew who we were marrying, as much as we hated black women, whether it was a mixed breed or a full black person. Divided that black women and black men rhetoric and put black men at higher hierarchy than black women. really made men start to become misogynist. And that's the reason why we say that Kevin Samuels' message was not good. Because if you guys sit here and say that Kevin Samuels wasn't a misogynist, okay, cool, right? But just because Kevin Samuels wasn't a misogynist don't mean that his followers didn't become a misogynist. That's the men that we see today of our generation. They have no regard for black women. Every time I'm scrolling on TikTok, I see a new fucking bozo who's there saying, hey baby, hey baby. If y'all see that TikTok, y'all know what I'm talking about. And he's at the top saying, I want to mess with white women. I'm tired of messing with black women. Black women are so stressful. You think white women aren't? Do you guys just see that killing that happened with that Christian boy? And may his soul rest in peace. But do y'all not think that all women of races are stressful? Like, come on. Come on. Y'all do not like black women. Let's just call it what it is. Y'all don't like black women. Let's just call it what it is. Y'all do not like black women at all. And y'all have not liked black women for years. But the thing is, y'all never had a voice to be able to give you the courage to say, you don't have to like the opposite gender. And it's fine, because here's why. And that voice was Kevin Samuels. And that is the reason why God allowed it. Because God wanted us to see, look how much hate y'all have in y'all's black communities. Y'all can't even come together as one. But as soon as the white man do something to y'all, that's the only time we unite. Let's call it what it is. Like, I know some people about to get mad in the comments but because they're black, but just listen to my message and let's be truthful about it. Black people, out of all the races, are the most divided within the race. You do not see Chinese people doing that. Chinese people, they stand by each other. And I know some people might argue and say, well, China is more of a dictatorship and we're not so much a dictatorship. So them standing by their spouse is by force, by fire, because you know how they put the men over the women over there. That is true. But at the same time, y'all, we've been through too much to be divided like how we are divided today. I had a lot of comments of women telling me that I don't need to look at black men no more. I need to go to other races to date because black men are not shit. And it was black women telling me this in this comments. And I'm not saying that what y'all are saying is bad, but at the same time, this is the narrative that the white man wants us to put on each other, that we don't even like ourselves. So we run out to the white people, we run out to the Asians because we can't even deal with each other. And it gives us this symbolization of thinking, this is the reason. This is the main reason why we put y'all in slavery. This is the main reason why we separated y'all, because y'all can't even deal good with each other when y'all are integrated, when y'all are not in slavery, when it's just little to no racism going on for most parts of the world. And we all know that's a lie, but you know, that's how they're thinking. Okay, that's the reason why God allowed Kevin Samuels' platform to blow up like how it magically just did out of nowhere one day. Because God wanted us to see, this is y'all's community. This is y'all's community. And the only time we come together is when somebody dies, or at the hands of a white man or a white cop, or when a white person says something distasteful against the black community. That's the only time we collide, where we all of a sudden become fucking, what's that shit called? Is it ISU, or what the hell is that show called? The ISS, or I forgot the name of the show. We automatically become detectives when white people tweet something bad about us. We find out where they live. We find out their phone numbers. We find out their house address. We find out everything. That's the only time we unite. Other than that, we're too busy fighting black men versus black women. Then if we're not fighting black men versus black women, we're fighting colorism within the black community. Why only black people have colorism within the black community? Why? Why do only black people have that? Why do only black people suffer with colorism? In these races like India and stuff, there's a lot of different shades of brown. Why don't they suffer with colorism? Why is it always us? We're always divided for something, and God wanted us to see it. That's the reason why I say Kevin Samuels' message wasn't bad. It's just the way he delivered it was not good. And if Kevin Samuels was a little bit more nicer with the way he delivered his message, I do not think that Kevin Samuels will have this type of backlash when he died. Now, I cannot negate the fact that you should not be happy over someone's death, and it has nothing to do with, I don't care, it was fucking when it was alive and it's fucking when it's dead. No, if you do believe in God, and I know not everybody believes in God, you should believe that The same hand that you use to laugh on people, God will put that on you, because he doesn't like stuff like that. So that's what we mean when we say you should not be happy about somebody's death, especially if you call yourself a Christian. You shouldn't be happy about somebody's death. I'm not happy about Kevin Samuel's death, but I am very much so happy that we did not have to sit here and continuously watch this man separate us from each other, because that's what it's doing. And I know people are about to say, well, if the woman would just listen, it won't separate us. Or, well, if the man will stop allowing him to do this, it won't separate us. It's not going to happen. It's always going to be a divide, because at the end of the day, a woman is going to defend a woman's body and a man is going to defend a man's body. I've never been a man, and a lot of you men have never been women. So that is the reason why that shit was going to continue. Regardless, that shit was going to continue. His message was good. His delivery was bad. You guys don't understand that? I don't know what to tell you. All right, everybody. So that's the ending of this video. I really hope and pray that I wasn't rambling too much for y'all. You guys have continuously asked me to put in unpopular opinions, and I've been holding off on it because these videos do take a lot of editing and stuff, because I'm going to have to find a lot of clips for what I'm trying to say, so you guys can get a visual of my message while I talk. So I'll be trying to avoid these type of videos, because I know I'm about to be editing for a minute. But if you guys like videos like this, let me know down below. I'm sorry if I look a little rough. I literally just turned on the camera and started talking to it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you are new to the channel, subscribe. Welcome. And yeah, I love you guys. See you guys in the next one. Bye.
You know, I wasn't working as hard. I stopped going on runs and things like that.
And during that time, have you had sex?
During what time? When I was younger?
During the time you fell off, were you having sex at any time during that time?
Yeah, for sure. You know.
And that's the problem, guys. You continue to stick your penis in this. That's the problem. That's why they can get on the camera and start talking about mediocre men when big as a planet, smoking a cigarette. I mean, what am I supposed to do with this? I'm like, okay, I cannot honestly sit back and listen to a woman who's built like the planet Ego talk about mediocre men while she's smoking on a motherfucking Newport. Are you serious?